Every year, the United States government loses $60 billion to Medicare fraud. One man stole $1.3 billion of it by himself. Meet the man who pulled off the largest healthcare heist in American history. Philip Esformes. July 2016. A fleet of black SUVs descends on a $7 million estate in North Miami Beach.
Move!
FBI
Up the
tactical
stairs,
teams don't knock. They breach.
Clear right.
This wasn't a routine drug raid. This was the end of a 10-year shadow empire. Philip Esformes, the nursing home king, is let out in handcuffs. The headlines called it a billion-dollar betrayal.
I always thought he was just a successful businessman. I had no idea.
To understand the crime, you have to understand the culture. Miami in the 80s was built on cocaine cash. His father, Morris, was a rabbi and a nursing home mogul. He saw a different kind of gold: healthcare. The family built their empire in Chicago. Dozens of facilities, thousands of patients. Philip Esformes didn't stumble into fraud. He was raised inside a system already pushing its limits. By 2006, the family had already paid $20 million to settle federal fraud claims and kept going. Malcolm Gladwell wrote that by 2010, Medicare fraud in Miami was bigger than the cocaine trade. Philip saw Miami not as a city, but as an opportunity. 30 facilities, thousands of patients, one billing machine worth $1.3 billion. On the surface, his facilities looked like any other nursing home.
Mr. Esformes sends his regards.
It started with a bribe. Doctors took envelopes of cash to refer patients to Philip Esformes facilities. Once inside, those patients became human vouchers. They were shuffled from one nursing home to another. Every transfer triggered a new billing cycle for services they didn't need. Every cycle meant more government money. But cycling patients wasn't enough. Philip Esformes needed them to stay. So he gave them OxyContin, fentanyl, powerful opioids, to keep them addicted and billable. The money moved through 256 separate bank accounts, designed to make it disappear. It took the FBI years of data analysis to map the full scale of what he had built.
In Miami, Medicare wasn't a healthcare system. It was an ATM that never ran out of cash.
For Philip, money was just the start. He craved the one thing cash can't buy: a pure status. He set his sights on the Ivy League, specifically the prestigious University of Pennsylvania. A $300,000 bribe to coach Jerome Allen bought his son a fake sports spot. The boy never had to play a single game. His father's bank account was the only skill needed. Years before the Varsity Blues scandal broke, Philip Esformes had perfected the elite bribe shortcut. With $37 million personally pocketed, the luxury spending spree was now a Grubel Force watch, $600,000, all paid for by the American taxpayer money. A private Gulfstream jet on standby for weekend trips to the bright lights of Vegas tonight. High-stakes poker, tens of thousands of dollars, gone in a single hand, without flinching. A $7 million mansion, paid for by the elderly patients trapped inside his network. Private jets, escorts, a $600,000 watch, all charged to Medicare systems. $37 million for himself, stolen from a massive $1.3 billion pot. And through it all, he kept accepting charity awards. He smiled widely for the camera crews. April 2019. The trial begins. 8 long weeks. 20 counts of conspiracy and money laundering now.
That was the deal.
Even his closest associates turned. The Delgado brothers were ready to testify against their boss today. His own business partners had been wearing hidden wires for months. Every secret was finally caught now.
Every patient transferred, every bill submitted, every dollar pent stolen.
The secret code word used for massive cash bribes was fettuccine, a tasty name for an extremely ugly crime. For the first time ever, Philip Esformes had absolutely nothing left to buy his way out of this system. 20 years. The judge called his conduct brazen and extraordinary, driven purely by a very hollow greed. The largest healthcare fraud conviction in American history. Justice has finally been served. December 22nd, 2020, 4 days before Christmas. The White House makes a big call. After just 4.5 years of a 20-year sentence, Trump signs the official commutation. The massive gates open today. Philip Esformes walks free, leaving his federal prison cell behind far.
The commutation does not erase what he did. The conviction stands. We are not done.
Prosecutors were stunned. Victims were devastated. Many politicians in Washington were silent today. The patients who survived his facilities received absolutely nothing for all their suffering now. The commutation was pushed by Jared Kushner after the Aleph Institute received $65,000 from Esformes' family.
This man has repented. He is a changed person. The president made the right decision.
But the Department of Justice was not finished. They hunted for a way to bring him back in.
The commutation didn't touch these 6 counts. We retry.
The 11th Circuit upheld his conviction. The commutation actually changed nothing for his record now. He appealed to the Supreme Court. Twice. Both times. He was denied a chance to clear his name. February 2024, Philip Esformes walks back into a federal courtroom. The second legal battle starts. He pleads guilty again, sentenced to time served. The conviction officially stands on his record now. $44 million in restitution and forfeiture ordered, out of $1.3 billion stolen. Trump freed at least 13 convicted healthcare fraudsters. Together, they stole $1.6 billion from Medicare. October 2024, a Miami-Dade police precinct, a brand new booking for a very familiar face, Philip Esformes. Arrested again. This time the charge is domestic violence. The empire is truly gone, booked into Miami-Dade County Jail on his 56th birthday. A grim gift for the fallen king. The facilities are gone. The empire dissolved. The patients who suffered are mostly forgotten today. But the fraud continues. $60 billion lost every single year. It still happens every day. 13 convicted fraudsters freed by presidential clemency. Billions stolen. Justice is optional. Same gold smile, the same greedy man, the same story of a system broken by the very wealthy. Somewhere tonight, an elderly patient sits alone at a nursing home window. They are still waiting. The counter never stops. The money keeps flowing away from those who really need the help right now, and neither does he. The man who gamed the entire system is still finding new ways to lose it all. Philip Esformes served 4.5 years of a 20-year sentence. $1.3 billion stolen from Medicare. $44 million returned only. Miami still glitters. Beautiful on the surface, rotten underneath, just like always. Somewhere right now, A Medicare patient is being billed for something they never needed. $60 billion stolen every year. That money belongs to sick and elderly Americans. The FBI catches some of them. Presidents free them. The cycle continues without pause. This card represents a promise America made to its elderly. Esformes treated it as a blank check. Behind every fraudulent billing code, there was a real person, forgotten, alone, used. The courtroom stands empty now. Justice was served halfway, the rest was commuted away.